Welcome to Channel 137, where today we will be diving into the simulation hypothesis. What if everything we experience is part of an advanced simulation created by a more advanced civilization? This concept has intrigued philosophers, scientists, and creators for decades. Today, we'll dive into what this hypothesis entails, the evidence behind it, and its implications for our understanding of reality. As we discuss this, it's essential to respect the diverse cultural beliefs and interpretations of existence, consciousness, and reality that people hold. The simulation hypothesis suggests that if advanced civilizations can create incredibly realistic simulations, it's possible that we are living in one ourselves. Philosopher Nick Bostrom has popularized this idea, proposing that if a civilization reaches a level of technological maturity capable of running ancestor simulations, virtual worlds that replicate past societies, there could be many more simulated realities than actual ones. In other words, if it's possible to simulate consciousness, the odds of us being in the real world diminish dramatically. As technology advances rapidly, from virtual reality to artificial intelligence, the boundaries between real and simulated experiences continue to blur. Imagine a future where we can create fully immersive simulations indistinguishable from reality. Would we even be able to tell the difference? Let's think about this for a moment. Imagine you're in a simulation and everything around you, your family, your friends, even your own body, is just a part of a complex virtual reality. How would you know if it's real or not? This thought alone can be overwhelming, but it's also exciting to consider the possibilities. Quantum physics. The behavior of particles at the quantum level challenges our classical understanding of reality. Take the double-slit experiment, for instance. When particles are observed, they behave like solid objects, but when unobserved, they act like waves, suggesting that the act of observation plays a role in reality. This behavior hints at a fundamental computational nature underlying our universe. Another intriguing concept is Bell's theorem, which proposes that particles can be connected in ways that defy classical logic. This suggests a level of interconnectedness that might be akin to a programmed reality. It's as if these particles are following a set of rules that resemble code more than physical laws. And what about quantum entanglement? When two particles can influence each other instantaneously over vast distances, could this be evidence of a data exchange within a simulated environment? Consider how video games have evolved. From pixelated two-dimensional graphics to immersive three-dimensional experiences, we can see a trajectory towards increasingly sophisticated simulations. As technology advances, the possibility of creating realistic environments where virtual beings can interact grows ever more plausible. Look at virtual reality technologies or advancements in AI-driven NPCs in games. These developments raise the question, how far are we from creating a simulation that feels indistinguishable from reality? Imagine a future where you could live an entire life in a game, complete with choices, relationships, and consequences. Does that not resemble what we experience in our own lives? What's more, developers are already working on creating virtual worlds where users can build, interact, and even conduct business. The line between virtual and real is becoming increasingly blurred. It's not hard to imagine a point where these worlds become so convincing that they could simulate our reality to an almost perfect degree. Could we be the NPCs in someone else's game, living our lives while the true players interact on a level we can't perceive? With advancements in artificial intelligence, machine learning, and virtual reality, we're nearing the ability to create simulations that are indistinguishable from reality. Companies are developing highly realistic virtual environments, and AI is beginning to simulate human-like behavior. This technological progress fuels the argument that we could already be living in a sophisticated simulation. And what about projects like Neuralink, aiming to merge human consciousness with digital interfaces? This technology blurs the boundaries of reality further, making it conceivable that our minds could one day be part of a larger, simulated network. If we can eventually simulate consciousness, would that consciousness be aware it was part of a simulation? Would it feel and experience life as we do? The ultimate question, why no memory of the past? One of the most mind-boggling aspects of the simulation hypothesis is the question of memory. If we are indeed in a simulation, why do we have no memory of past simulations or lives? This could suggest that our current experiences are tightly controlled, or it raises the possibility of a reset, an intriguing thought that brings us closer to philosophical discussions about identity and continuity. Imagine if every time we died in this simulation, we simply restarted, with no memory of what came before. This idea parallels many spiritual beliefs about reincarnation and the cyclical nature of life, but in a digital context. What does it mean for our identity if we have no recollection of our previous experiences? Are we simply the sum of our current memories, or is there a deeper essence to our being? Consider this. If our memories can be wiped or altered in a simulation, are we really the same person we think we are? If our experiences and identities are just data that can be reset or changed, it opens up a whole new perspective on what it means to be you. It's a humbling and disorienting thought that makes us question the very nature of our existence. The simulation hypothesis raises profound philosophical questions. If we are in a simulation, are our choices truly our own, or are they pre-programmed responses? This challenges the very notion of free will and autonomy. For instance, if your life decisions were predetermined by the simulation's code, how would that affect your sense of purpose? If we are simulations, can we possess genuine consciousness? Are our thoughts and emotions merely lines of code? This idea echoes historical philosophical inquiries, like Descartes' evil demon thought experiment, where he questioned the nature of reality and existence. If all our experiences are just data, what does it mean to be conscious? Is there a difference between simulated consciousness and real consciousness, or is it all the same? As we delve into these ideas, it's crucial to recognize that various cultures have their interpretations of reality, existence, and the nature of consciousness. For example, many indigenous cultures hold beliefs in interconnectedness and cyclical existence, while other philosophies like Buddhism explore the concept of illusion in life. Engaging with these perspectives can enrich our understanding of the simulation hypothesis and its implications for humanity. In Hindu philosophy, for example, the concept of Maya suggests that the world we perceive is an illusion, much like a simulation. Similarly, the idea of samsara in Buddhism, an endless cycle of birth, death and rebirth, could be seen as analogous to a simulation resetting itself. Could ancient spiritual insights be hinting at the same underlying truth that modern science is beginning to uncover? Despite its intrigue, the simulation hypothesis has its critics. Many argue there's a lack of empirical evidence supporting the notion that we live in a simulation. Additionally, just because something can be simulated doesn't mean it is. Some philosophers argue that our sensory experiences are too rich and complex to be merely digital constructs. They contend that our understanding of consciousness and existence transcends any computational model. Moreover, even if we are living in a simulation, what difference does it make? Would knowing change how we live our lives? Does it matter if the love we feel, the challenges we face and the dreams we chase are part of a simulation? Or are they meaningful in their own right, regardless of their origins? In conclusion, the simulation hypothesis is a captivating exploration of reality that challenges our perceptions and raises fundamental questions about existence, consciousness, and free will. As technology continues to advance rapidly, we may find ourselves closer to answering these questions, but we must also respect the diverse cultural beliefs that shape our understanding of reality. So what do you think? If we are indeed living in a simulation, how should we act? What does this mean for our lives and our understanding of reality? Should we live our lives differently? Or does the knowledge of a possible simulation change nothing? Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed exploring these mind-bending ideas with us. Until next time, keep dreaming and reaching beyond as you may tap into the mystery and join us on the next one.